So in your experience and in your research, what do you think, or how do you think people should start thinking about contents? In which direction should they? Because the obvious choice would be to post exercise videos or click pictures with the athletes whom you're training, and then that would be the extent of their thought. So to just give them an elaborate picture as to how to create content on social media, what would be your thoughts?
I think the first thing is try and be authentic to you. If you try and try to be someone else. So if you want to be one of the big names in strength and conditioning, that's not you. You want to put out things that you do, that you value. So it can be actually authentic. So my one, and I don't have a huge following or anything like that, but I personally try and put out something that resonates with me. So
Right.
currently I'm doing a micro masters in leading high performing teams, and each week there's a different topic. And for example, this week was on difficult people and difficult conversations. And I put out a post, and it was semi summarizing what I had learnt that week and my own experiences around that. So sometimes I use it as a note for myself and something I can look back on and to reinforce my learning.
Right.
I know working with athletes, sometimes posting something that an athlete has done reinforces their behaviors, and they feel proud that you care and you want to show off their behaviors.
Yeah.
And sometimes for me, it's just my personal life. So I've come back to swimming, and sometimes I post about that as well, or just random exploring. Being in New Zealand, we've got some of the most amazing scenery and exploring my new
Absolutely.
country. So I don't think there's a set way that people have to do it. I think it's what works for you. Something that I wrote for the ASCA conference on one of my slides was about the 3 kind of key things you should look for. And that is to share knowledge rather than belittling others for trying to share theirs. To promote thoughtfulness rather than try and get attention. So you're not doing it to try and get 1 million followers. You're there to
Yeah.
promote your own ideas and create those ideas in full, and then engaging in conversation instead of broadcasting an opinion. So often there's some triggering stuff out there online, and rather than just saying this is my opinion so everyone else is wrong,
Yeah.
right, start having that conversation, and where possible having that conversation through a direct message or a private message rather than starting a fight online. Sadly, there are a lot of coaches who rightly or wrongly put out, it's generally on Twitter, but they'll go at each other for different opinions. And I've seen one conversation that literally ended in, oh, why don't we fight about this? Like, go outside and fight. So I
Yeah.
think that doesn't look great on us as a profession. We need to be professional in how we act and how we display ourselves, because it is broadcast there for everyone to see and it is there forever. So we just, need to think a little bit sometimes before we post.